On today's edition of the Bluffton News, a new school will open its doors this summer, and the city of Hardeeville gives us a preview of their 5-year plan. Thank you for joining us for the Bluffton News. I'm Anneliza Itkor. Let's kick things off with Bluffton's current headlines. Every year, the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber Leadership Class selects a group project for community improvement. This year, their eyes are on Du Bois Park in Bluffton. The leadership training program has approached the Bluffton Town Council with an offer to donate playground equipment. It's a timely offer on the heels of a $150,000 grant denial that was essential to the completion of the planned enhancement for the park that has been a part of Bluffton since 1940. The Chamber Group plans to share its ideas about the donation at the Town Council meeting this week. After years of steady growth, Okatee Elementary has been nominated for a 2013 National Blue Ribbon School Award by the South Carolina Department of Education, one of 5 schools statewide. The National Blue Ribbon program honors public and private K-12 schools that prove academic achievement or show dramatic improvement in student outcomes. Student bodies at the nominated schools are at least 50% low income and scored within the top 15% of schools on state standardized tests in both English language arts and mathematics. Under federal guidelines, South Carolina is allowed to nominate 5 schools. The 2013 winner will be announced next fall, and the recognition ceremony will be held in Washington. Students of Neighborhood Outreach Connection provided the entertainment Saturday for a holiday celebration put on by residents of the Bluffton House, Live Oak Church, and NOC. There were games, and even Santa Claus paid a visit to hand out gifts and pose with family members for photos. As the Low Country winter kicks into gear, the Farmers Market of Bluffton prepares for a brief respite. The market will continue every Thursday from 2 until 6 until December 20th and will then go to ground until January 10th. From January 10th to March 14th, the market will offer abbreviated hours from noon until 4 every Thursday until the season reopens on March 21st. The Farmers Market of Bluffton offers fresh produce and tasty treats on Calhoun Street in the heart of Old Town Bluffton. Bluffton Facilities Director Tammy Malone's 5-year employment with the town ended just before Thanksgiving, but officials won't say why and aren't sure whether they'll fill the position. As Facilities Chief, Malone headed waste management, special events, parks, facility maintenance, road and landscape maintenance. Her annual salary was $74,864. The department has no acting director since her departure, and town manager Anthony Barrett said that he probably won't decide the future of the job, whether to fill it or reorganize, until after the new year. Mayor Lisa Sulka declined to comment, saying she's not fully aware of the situation and it wouldn't be appropriate. Malone could not be reached for comment. And let's take a look at what's happening around the state. An inmate has escaped from a medium security state prison in Sumter County. Corrections Department officials say 34-year-old Andrew McElrath turned up missing at the Wateree Correctional Institute during an inmate count around 4:30 p.m. Saturday. McElrath has served about 3 months of a 15-month sentence for unauthorized use of a vehicle outside of Anderson County. Prison spokesman Clark Newsom says officials are still trying to figure out how McElrath got out of the prison, which is located near Rembert. The Wateree Correctional Institute has a farm that produces milk, eggs, and grits served to all South Carolina's inmates. Authorities say a 23-year-old Clemson University student has been shot and killed during a robbery in his home in Chimney Ridge, a gated community about 2 miles from campus. 3 masked men came through an unlocked back door of the home around 8:30 p.m. last Saturday. Pickens County Coroner Candy Kelly says someone shot Stephen Gritch, who died at the scene. Gritch was a sophomore from Fort Mill majoring in electrical engineering. Authorities say 5 other people were in the home, but they weren't seriously injured. Deputies think the suspects drove away in a black 4-door Dodge Durango with tinted windows and polished aluminum wheels. About 100 firefighters were needed to fight a massive blaze at an abandoned textile mill in Spartanburg County. Investigators say the fire that started Saturday night at the vacant Saxon Mill appears to be suspicious. No one was injured, but firefighters will stay at the site for several days to make sure the fire doesn't spark back up. Firefighters say blazes at abandoned mills are especially dangerous because oil seeps into the wood floors over the decades and the buildings still are often filled with textile dust. The Saxon Mill was built in 1906. A 33-year-old man has been shot and killed and left on the side of the street in Sumter. Police responding to a call about shots fired around 12:30 a.m. found Mario Scott's body. He had been shot in the chest and back and was declared dead at the scene. Investigators are talking to witnesses and are trying to figure out why Scott was killed. No arrests have been made. The shooting happened about a mile from downtown Sumter. The federal court system in South Carolina has collected more than $100 million this year. U.S. Attorney Bill Nettles says that the District of South Carolina has taken in more than $96 million in civil actions and more than $6.5 million in criminal actions. That was the fifth highest collection by a U.S. Attorney's office nationwide. Across the country, federal prosecutors collected more than $13 billion in criminal and civil actions during this fiscal year. The government says that's more than double last year's total. Nettles' office has made recovering funds lost from fraud against the government a top priority. For more information on these headlines and more, please check out the media sources you see listed on your screen. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. When we come back, Lynne Hummell of the Bluffton Sun takes us behind the scenes of Bluffton's top stories as we bring you hot off the presses, and Shellie West-Hodges brings us the Bluffton Business Report.
The smoked chipotle burrito is really good.
Yeah, my zesty cheesesteak burrito's great.
Are you familiar, Pete, with the phrase, don't mess with success?
Yeah.
Because this is not only messing with success, this is taking success to the cliff and shoving success over.
Success said, oh, please, don't do anything. Leave me alone.
These burritos didn't even hear that. They heard, oh, put, and that was it. It was just like, wah. Egg everywhere.
Wake up to sirloin steak and fluffy eggs with the new zesty cheesesteak and smoked chipotle breakfast burritos. This is how you Sonic.
Welcome back to the Bluffton News. Lynne Hummell from the Bluffton Sun joins us now. Lynne, how's it going?
Going great, Anneliza. How are you?
I'm doing great, though I have to say it wasn't going so great for some commuters last week in Bluffton. That dip that they were fixing, did that finally get fixed?
Finally. As commuters through there know, there was a terrible dip in the road there, and a lot of cars bottomed out and scraped some undercarriages. But beginning last Wednesday, the crew from RIA Construction filled in the dip at Burnt Church Road and Bluffton Parkway. They smoothed it out, they regraded it, put some new asphalt on it. It's a strip about 20 feet wide and goes across all 6 lanes, and it's smooth sailing now.
That's great. That's nice to get that fixed. Moving on to kind of a more serious topic, this whole situation with H.E. McCracken and this mysterious account that's been set up. What's going on with that?
Well, the case has been closed. As some may remember, the Beaufort County School District officials discovered an unauthorized checking account when they were doing a district review of policies at the school and found the account, couldn't get answers about it from the bank because they were not the signatories on the account. So they called in law enforcement, and the Bluffton Police Department investigated and found that there had been no wrongdoing.
Did they find out who the account belonged to?
Yes, it was kind of strange. It was opened in 1999 and apparently had been used by the PTO and handled by different PTO treasurers. And the last treasurer handed it over to a school employee when her daughter graduated from the school until another parent could take it over.
Wow, it's kind of funny how such a big deal was made out of it. It's nice to know that it turned out to be no big deal. Now, on the lighter side of things, I understand there is some puzzling news about Christmas Village going on in Bluffton. What's that about?
That's right. Bluffton resident and artist Richard Coyne has been creating Christmas villages pretty much for himself and his family until last year when he created a big display at Pineland Station. And it was a 3-dimensional, huge snow village on one side and a Dickens village on the other. And he's been doing this since 1986, collecting figures and houses and cars to put into his villages. with a model train running all the way throughout it. And last year, his friend Jean-Marie Cote took a picture of it. And this year, the Seco Puzzle Company has made a puzzle, 300-piece puzzle, out of Richard's Christmas Village.
Now, can we buy the puzzle locally?
Absolutely. You can find it at Hallmark stores, at Walmart, Barnes & Noble, and online at www.puzzlesforsale.com.
That's cool. I did have the pleasure of seeing the Christmas Village last year at Pineland Station.
Pretty
and
fabulous.
It is quite a treat.
Yes.
Lynne, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Anneliza.
And Shellie West-Hodges was busy like a bee this week putting together the Bluffton Business Report. Shellie?
Hi, I'm here at the Southern Butterfly with TJ and Tisha for the grand opening of their downtown store in historic Bluffton. Hi, we're here on a beautiful Bluffton evening in downtown historic Bluffton, and we're here with TJ and Tisha with their new grand opening of the Southern Butterfly. Tisha, tell us a bit about your business and how you came to be down in downtown Bluffton.
Well, we're a home decor boutique, and we really love this area. We've been here for about 6 years, and we shop down here and wanted to be a part of this community.
Well, this is a great little store and a great boutique, and it's great to have y'all down here. Now, TJ, you have some other things that you do here in Bluffton as well, and you have a different background. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I've got an advertising background, actually. Been in marketing and advertising for about 10 years, so I think that skill set has rolled over nicely into owning a retail shop, and I think together we make a pretty good team over here. So.
Well, that's great. Now, how long have you folks been in Bluffton?
We've been here for a total of 6 years now.
Okay, well, it's great to have you here. It's a great boutique. Please come down and see them at the Southern Butterfly. It's a great little store, and congratulations, and back to you.
Thank you.
After the break, we'll learn about a new school opening its doors in Bluffton, and we'll take a look at what's in store for the city of Hardeeville.
Tara's Men's Den, located beside Tara's Salon at the Moss Creek Village, is a full-service salon for men only. Open Monday through Saturday from 9:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. We offer haircuts, color, highlights, waxing, and treatments for hair loss. No appointment necessary, so come enjoy a relaxing atmosphere for men only, and don't forget senior discounts every Wednesday. Call or visit us today. Our number is 843-837-5555.
Today on the Bluffton News, Monsignor Robert Cellini from John Paul II Catholic School joins us. Now, Monsignor, I understand this school has been 7 years in the making. Can you tell us a bit about how the dream began and who has been instrumental in making it a reality?
It's been 7 years in the making, but when I moved to the Low Country in 1996, the first person that came to me asked about the new high school. We just opened a school at St. Peter's Church, and that was the only elementary school in the county. And the decision was that when we opened 3 elementary schools, we'd have a system, a feeder system for a high school. So a few years ago, the okay was given by the diocese to begin the establishment of a high school. And there are a lot of people involved in the project. In fact, the whole concept developed early on. Mary Frances Gallagher from Beaufort, myself, and then Ross Kuykendall, and a few other people formed the early committee that developed into the John Paul II Committee. And then we appointed Dr. Helen Ryan as our acting principal, and she got us organized and moving forward.
Now, where is the school going to be built, and why was this particular location chosen?
The school is going to be built on 170, partway between Hilton Head and Beaufort. That center was chosen because it is a central point to the deanery, and it's where the highest concentration of people will be in the near future.
All right, and I understand that the goal is for the school to open in August of 2013 with students in grades 7 through 9 and possibly 10th grade. What exactly can students look forward to in their first year at John Paul II Catholic School?
They'll be looking forward to being part of the foundation of a new institution that we hope will be the finest in the area. We have high expectations for John Paul II School. Most of them will have come from Catholic schools, and they'll know the philosophy of the system. And they'll look forward to a healthy community, a rigorous academic program, good moral formation, and hopefully a positive attitude that they'll be able to take with them throughout their lives.
Well, it sounds like you have terrific aspirations, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you ever so much.
Great having you with us today.
Take care.
I am now pleased to welcome Bob Nanni. He is the Hardeeville City Manager and brings us news about the future of Hardeeville. Bob, let's start talking about this 5-year plan that you are bringing to the table.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Well, first off, where did the 5-year plan come from?
Well, as is typical with most local governments, a retreat is held with the elected officials. Out of that retreat, the elected officials typically put together a list of goals and objectives geared mainly toward improvements in their community. Of course, retreats could deal with a variety of subjects, but primarily that is where most of the goals will originate for a community in any given year.
Gotcha. And I'm assuming it's common to kind of take this long-range view. What are the highlights of the plan?
Well, what ends up happening is the retreat itself is facilitated because you have, in our case in Hardeeville, 5 elected officials, and what will happen is each elected official will have what they think is a higher priority. So having the meetings professionally facilitated brings everyone to a consensus. As a result of that, 4 goals were selected for the city of Hardeeville. One is to have a financially sound city. The second is to have growth in the economy or an emphasis on economic development. The third is to have community development, and the fourth is to develop resident or citizen pride in the community. Those 4 goals have objectives and action plans that spin off from them to enable to get them accomplished.
And they're important goals indeed. How is the plan going to be implemented, Bob?
Well, pretty much it'll be up to staff to do a lot of the legwork. However, there will be regular meetings with the city council. There is a PowerPoint presentation that's out there that's going to be prepared, and it's going to be out after the first of the year into the community. Variety of organizations that may want to see it will see it, so that they understand that the city is doing a progressive and professional approach to making things better. Staff has a number of action items that are associated with the objectives, and as they accomplish those items, they will keep both the media and the elected officials advised of those improvements.
Good. Well, it's going to be exciting to see how this plan unfolds. Bob, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
When we return, everybody's favorite entertainment reporter, Rodney Vaughn, is going to take an entertaining look at the business side of things here on the Bluffton News.
Okay, so it's a romantic dinner for 2. Now, I've already cut some tomato. Time for the vinaigrette. You are going to love this. Okay, we need some sesame seeds. My favourite pan. Now, what's really important is...
With Merillat cabinets, you'll discover function that's irresistible.
Good thing I'm not the jealous type.
Welcome back. Just as we all look forward to Friday, so do we also look forward to Rodney Vaughn's entertainment report. Rodney, what you got for us today?
Thanks a lot. I'm joining Kristen Brown today at 9 Promenade in Old Town Bluffton. And 9 Promenade is one of the most happening places in Old Town. You guys have great music here, great entertainment, and always something great to drink.
Thanks, Rodney.
And you guys draw a great crowd, and you have an outdoor patio and everything. But can you tell us about some new exciting things that are in the future for your company? And you and Jason are doing some things.
Actually, yes. Jason and I have a new adventure in 2013, and we are opening a place, keeping it in Bluffton, but we're trying to expand a little bit, and basically we have an amazing chef. We're going to let him spread his wings and have a full kitchen. As obviously you know, 9 Promenade's a little bit small.
Yeah, but the food here is delicious. I've had lots of the items here before, and we're always in drinking and having something to eat. The food is great. So your chef's looking for a little bit to spread his wings and expand the menu?
Yes, we're looking for 7 days a week. We're going to be doing lunch and dinner. We're going to be doing our live music like we like to do here.
Wow.
And you know, many exciting craft beers and infusion drinks and some crazy stuff bringing to Bluffton.
That's great, but you're going to still be in Bluffton, near
Yes.
the Old Town area on Highway 46.
Correct, yep.
Awesome, awesome. So you're looking to have a bigger area, and you mentioned to me earlier that you're going to also serve lunch and be open all day long.
We are, yes. Again, Chef Chiago has amazing food, and we want to do lunch and dinner. We want to just show everyone what we're capable of doing. We here at Promenade, we open at 5 o'clock. We're kind of limited, so we want to just show everybody what we can do and just have a good time doing it.
Yeah, always. That's really great. Now, you have music here on what nights of the week?
Right now we have acoustic on Thursday nights, we have our full bands on Friday and Saturday.
Okay, great.
And we have a DJ on Wednesday evenings.
Okay, so always something going on.
Yes, always something fun.
And you're looking at moving into the new place around spring?
Yes, we're shooting for a St. Patrick's Day grand opening.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully, you know, keep your fingers crossed, but it'll be coming soon.
Well, it's the slow country, so we'll get there when we get there, right?
Yes. Yeah.
There's no reason to be in a hurry.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly exciting, and I'm glad that you joined me today. And we want everybody to come down to 9 Promenade, and you are in the Promenade area of Old Town Bluffton. And come down and join us, and then look forward to the new things that Kristen and Jason have planned for the future.
Thanks, Rodney.
Thank you for joining me. And back to you.
Thanks so much, Rodney. Allow me to introduce you to the Bluffton News Pet of the Week, Emmy. Having patiently endured arduous heartworm treatment, Emmy is ready to strut her stuff. Left to fend for herself on a busy road, she deserves to know what a soft bed and kind words feel like. Emmy is a well-mannered girl who's anxious to show you what true devotion feels like. Better hide your tennis balls, though. This little lady is a devoted fan. For more information on Emmy and other adoptable pets, please contact Brookshaven Animal Rescue at 843-757-7387. Thanks for watching the news program that is all Bluffton all the time. I'm Anneliza Itkor. We'll see you next time.